Uh, they tipped me $1.03. So I'm not a detractor. I'm watching Frederick Knudsen's video about you. Oh no, I'm watching your reaction to the Frederick Knudsen video about you. I find it mature and good when you talk about your former alcohol addiction story, and I respect that. Is there a possibility you'll react to Secret Limited's video? No, because here's the difference. Here's the very big difference between Frederick Knudsen and Secret Limited, okay? Frederick Knudsen went out of his way, when he makes content, okay, he actually is trying to be a documentarian. Now, admittedly, when you are just going off of facts that are kind of disseminated on the internet, sometimes you may think something is a fact that's not. And sometimes you just, here's what we heard or here's what people say, but it's not necessarily corroborated, okay? In general, you can get a good idea of the old Phil by watching the Frederick Knudsen Down the Rabbit Hole video. In general, you can get the vibe of who I used to be and stuff like that. Now, in my reaction to that, what you've seen is I can very much correct a lot of misinformation, and or I can add in supplemental information that makes that situation more clear. Does it make me sound better? No. I mean, I was an asshole back in the day. I outright have admitted this, that I was a dick, a moron. I got into major trouble with the fighting game community and other things. But at the same time, then you hear things that just aren't true, right? Like I said, there was a lot of misrepresentation in the Down the Rabbit Hole video about me. But that wasn't Frederick Knudsen's fault. He was just going off of the stuff that was on the internet, okay? Secret Limited, all right, essentially is a liar. And here's what I mean by that. Secret Limited does not vet anything whatsoever on their channel. All they do is they summarize all of the drama that my detractors and shitheads on the internet say about me in a year, and then they make a video about me once a year. That's false. The vast majority of things that Secret Limited has ever said or done about me is a lie, okay? Case in point, and here's why you know you never need to watch a single thing they've ever put out about me. This one fact will convince you, trust me, okay? Years and years ago, long before my wife was my wife, long before she even lived with me, all right? She came and visited me for Christmas one year, okay? And I didn't want to reveal her name or pictures of her at that point yet. So essentially, I just took a few pictures, you know, from angles where you didn't see her face. But I told you guys about what we did during Christmas, that we had a really good time together and all of that. And that, you know, we were basically kind of getting into a relationship and, you know, eventually wanted to move in together and all of that. And did I talk about it every day? No, because I didn't want it to be a public thing. As you know, my relationship with my wife has become a very private thing. You don't know a lot about us besides a few little things little factoids that I'll share with you about Jasper or whatever. You don't know that much, and it's on purpose, because the less that we make public, the better. It makes people can't harass us or try to fuck with us, because we leave our relation behind the scenes, which is how it should be. You should have a separation between work and private life, right? That year, when she was visiting me for Christmas, all right, my detractors took it upon themselves to have a whole campaign saying that I didn't really have a girlfriend. I was paying an escort who lived in Europe to fly across the world to spend time with me, and it was a paid escort, okay, saying all these ridiculously stupid things that essentially made me sound like some kind of a moron. Like, I was taking everyone's money from streaming, and I was paying off an escort, okay? There was absolutely, positively, no factual corroborated evidence on any of this. But the entirety of my detractor community and the entirety of the negative internet towards me all said it was true. They all made videos about it. This was the running meme for like 6 months. And every time someone asked me about it on my streams, I said, it's wrong. It's bullshit. I'm not going to waste time on it because it's fake. You don't have to believe it. It's nonsense, okay? Now, Secret Limited did a video on it. Basically, what it was supposed to be was like my worst moments of the year. And a whole giant segment of their video was about that, okay? It was all fake. Like, literally 100% of it was fake, okay? Later on, the next year, it was proven to be fake. Factually, it was exposed that there was actually a couple, I guess in Europe, who'd been catfishing people for 1,000,000 years, creating these accounts, these stories that were fake based on little nuggets of truth, trying to catfish the internet. And essentially what they were doing, they were either trying to get popularity for themselves, or they were trying to actually blackmail the parties involved. Now, in particular, had they ever reached out to me? Yes, they had. I had actually gotten a couple messages from them. I didn't know that that's who they were. I just ignored them. Anyone who talked to me about the escort shit, I blocked. I paid no attention to. I only found out later after the fact when they were exposed of who they were, that these people had actually reached out to me and likely were going to try to blackmail me to make it all go away. Okay? But I paid no attention to it. Okay? And so because of that, basically, didn't affect me. My streams went on, no one cared. And then eventually it was discovered it was all fake. Do you think that Secret Limited, the person who literally does no actual work, literally only just gathers all the negative shit about me in 1 year and summarizes it in a drama video, okay? Do you think that they made a correction and said, okay, so I summarized all this content last year about Phil, half the video is about an escort, and it's not real. So, fake, just know that. You know, I'm not even looking for a public apology. I'm just looking for someone to say, okay, goofed. That was all fake. Shouldn't say that. No, you want to know what they fucking did? They took the face of the escort and removed it from the thumbnail of the video, and instead they replaced it with the head of a horse. Do you want to know why they did that? Because then there was some weird running meme once I finally showed a picture of my wife that they said she looks like a horse. And I was like, what are you talking about? There's nothing whatsoever on my wife that looks like that at all. Like typically someone who, when you insult their looks, you may think of an insult that applies to them. This was just something that was like made up to say something negative that literally doesn't apply to her at all. There's nothing in her features that look like that. You know, a horse, you say, why the long face? She doesn't have a long face. She doesn't have a big nose. Like, none of what they're saying. But this became the meme among these morons was, oh, well, we were all wrong about the escort saga. So instead of actually saying, okay, we goofed and apologize, instead, let's just start making fun of his wife. So they had this weird meme. And what does he do? So he removes the escort's face and puts a horse head on his thumbnail. That was his apology. Oh, this entire video is false, but instead of correcting it, put a horse head to insult his real wife instead. All right? So once that happened, you literally don't have to watch a single piece of content Secret Limited comes out with. It's trash. This is a garbage person who doesn't deserve a moment of anyone's time. Even like the detractors put more effort in. This guy literally, all right, just takes the effort of others, the work of others, and compiles it into a video for I'm so shocked that my detractors don't hate this guy, because you realize this guy's stealing your work, right? Like, this guy literally takes what you've done and makes money off of it. It's all your work, and they're just taking it and making their own video with zero effort, zero facts or corroborating evidence. They add nothing. They're just a thief. So I just don't understand how you even would support that. If anything, you'd want that guy off the internet because he's a scumbag. He steals from you, right? And then on top of it, right, when it's proven that all that shit's fake, don't care. So do you really care about that kind of shit? Why would I react? Frederick Knudsen is someone who wanted to make a documentary about me that basically kind of covered my sordid history, all right? Did he get some things right? Yes. Did he get some things wrong? Yes. But in the end, when I'm able to react to it and clarify, I'm like, okay, this guy put up a really solid, good effort to be correct based on accounts on the internet and other things. Secret Limited does none of that. Secret Limited is just, I am a scumbag who steals all the negative shit people say about Phil and just makes one video about it a year and summarizes it and benefits. Literally, no effort, no actual fact checking, just a scumbag. Okay, a literal scumbag. Okay? Yes, Bojangles, if someone was wrong once about everything, why would you ever believe them about anything else? If they're outright 100% were wrong, they were not willing to admit they were wrong, but instead continued the insult, then why would you believe anything else they say? You would have to be a complete and utter fucking idiot. And if you believe that kind of shit, that's exactly what you are. There's no way to sugarcoat it. There's no way to say it better. You're a fucking moron. And you deserve any kind of stupid rabbit holes you fall down into, and then later on you get proven you're a fucking moron. You deserve it. You're an idiot. I mean, seriously, how dumb can you fucking be if already this person has factually been disproven on shit, but you keep believing them, right? This is like Alex Jones. Who the fuck believes anything Alex Jones fucking says? People watch him because he's a joke, because he's a fucking lunatic on the internet saying dumb shit. That's the appeal of Alex Jones. You know he's a raving idiot, right? Why would you believe what he's saying? How dumb can you fucking be? Anyway, so thank you to X Shooter who re-upped his membership for 7 months. Even Northwest Tech, I disagree with you. He said one day these people will look back and realize they wasted all their time on these videos about conspiracy theories and nonsense. No, they won't. They're too stupid. So I mean, these people are so dumb. They focus on one thing for a long time, and then when that blows over, they're on to the next, then they're on to the next. There's never the moment of self-realization where they say, oh shit, I wasted like 3 years watching nonsense on the internet and believing it and being stupid and harassing people. They don't have that moment of realization. They have walnuts in their heads. That people really seem to have, sadly, a belief that humans are all on the same level. They are not. There's people who have the ability to reason, to grow, to evolve, and then there's just people who are just mouth droolers. And they just fucking sit around, following a crowd, believing everything they're told. They're dunces. And there's nothing that's going to change that because they never had the foundation laid with them when they were kids to grow. They don't even understand what that means. To them, it's like, oh, I just move along with my life and I do the bare minimum to even survive today. Like they're lucky if something pushes them out of bed, you know? So, yeah, I mean, it's sad but true. There's just these fucking group of people that aren't like us and they don't think. And that's what who do you think really focuses on internet drama? I mean, come on now. Those of us who have intelligent thought have lives that we've built for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And to me, I would not have a moment of my life that I could waste on internet drama. I have too much other shit going on in my life that's important to spend my time on. But these people, that's their whole life. So what kind of life do you really think they have? That's not someone, you know what I mean? That's not someone with meaning. That's not someone with a level of evolution of thought. That's just someone who's like the bare minimum to exist. Those are the people who digest that shit on the internet, you know? It's like, give me the smorgasbord of shit, the shit shovelers, right? You trust me, there's a ton of YouTubers, they're like, wow, I could keep putting shit out every day and you'll keep eating it. Here, have more. It's easy to make. Watch this. Here you go. Here's some more. And you're going to pay me for my shit? Here, okay, here we go. Well, continue on. More shit shoveling. And you're just stupid. And you eat it up, right? Why would they stop? You know what I'm saying? So, I don't think there's that group of people, if that's what they like, they're never going to move on. They're never going to have that moment of self-realization and be like, wow, I'm covered in shit. I've literally covered my body and my life in shit for like 5 years. And now I realized I've come out of that and wow, I've come out the other end and wow, what did I do to myself? They don't have that moment. Instead, they just move on to the next, to the next, to the next. It's sad, but it's true. That's a lot of the internet has done a lot of this shit to human culture in the last 20 years where since everything's anonymous, you can do the most heinous, stupid, time-wasting things and no one ever calls you out and no one ever makes you realize how stupid you are, you know? Like I've seriously told you, when I tell people outside of the bubble of the internet the shit that I've been through and the shit that people have said and done to me, they can't believe it. They actually think I'm lying. They're like, you're writing a book, right? No, I'm not writing a book. This happened the other day. No, yeah, this is real. This is my life. You know, this is what people have done. And they don't know better that how fucked up this is because they're that stupid. Sadly, that's a lot of Earth at this point. The internet has done this to these people's fucking brains, you know? Okay. Now this is going, you know, way too. What's hilarious is now someone says, Secret Limited's evidence is too solid. There's no evidence. Secret Limited did not do any research. All they do is they compile the fucking work of others into one video. What are you even talking about? You're acting like someone did an expose with all this groundbreaking information. It's already shit that was already on the internet. You fucking idiot. How dumb can you be? Oh my God, these people. It's like, do you see what I mean? Do you understand what I mean? I literally just sat here telling you why Secret Limited is a waste of time for anyone. Even the detractor should hate this person because all they do is steal their work. And Secret Limited came up with all this indisputable evidence. Are you a fucking idiot? I literally just told you what they do. They came up with nothing. They steal everyone else's work. You fucking idiot. Oh my God. The vacuous hole where your brain should be must be tremendous. You must have had to isolate yourself for Christmas to prevent your whole family from getting sucked into the emptiness where your brain should be. Holy shit. Oh my God. Please do yourself a favor. All right? Do yourself a favor. I really need people to do this. This is how I'll end the podcast today because we're going way late. I need people to do this. If you actually believe this conspiracy theory shit on the internet, all right, here's what I really want you to do. All right? I mean this now. I would like you to go to your physician the next time you have a checkup. And I would like you to say, listen, I don't want to waste your time, but here's the deal. So I want to let you know that I've been watching this content on the internet, okay, about this person. And I want you to tell them the story. All right? And then once you tell them the story, and don't be the bridge version. It doesn't have to be like the lengthy 2-hour version. Just tell them the story of the shit that people say about me on the internet. All right? And then what I want you to do is say, so that's the summary. And I just want to let you know, and you have to tell them this because this is important. I didn't make the story up. I believe this. I think this is all facts. Okay? And I sit on the internet and I constantly watch videos about it and I constantly regurgitate this to the internet. I get enjoyment out of this. Okay? Doctor, what do you think of this? Okay? I really strongly advise you do this because I think what you're going to find is the response you're going to get is not what you expect. It's not going to be, wow, what a horrible person that you just told me about. What a terrible, terrible story. And wow, this person really should be exposed. I think you're going to get a very different response than what you're expecting. Okay? And it may just help you in the long run. It may actually change your life in many positive ways. I mean that too, like sincerely. I hope that people would actually, because I think what happens is these kind of people who just sit around, and regurgitate these conspiracies and nonsense on the internet, the Alex Jones shit, right? They don't tell anyone, right? No one knows that these people are so neck deep in the shit. And then these people need help and they don't get it. So they don't tell anyone about it, that this is what they do all day. And then they just stay at this level of sustained crazy. And that's going to fuck you up, man. I feel for those people. I really do. My life, I don't even deal with that shit. And I'm the one it's about. And I don't deal with that shit. I ignore it. And my life is great. You know? I'm the one they make the shit up about. And my life is spectacular. It's your life. If you focus on that negative shit all day, that's going to get fucked up. Not mine. My life is good, man. It's getting better. You know? You got to stop. You got to help yourself. Tell a professional. This is what I do. I believe this. I watch this on the internet and I believe this. All right? Because the thing is, I can tell you what I think the doctor would say, but I'm not going to because I'm not a doctor. But I can tell you what I think the doctor would say because I can just tell you what other people have told me what their reactions are when they hear that. They're like, wait, what? So let me get this straight. Someone actually makes all these kind of videos about this person. This guy gets harassed constantly, you know, and all these people just follow this guy and hate watch him and this and that. When you tell them the story, they're like, they can't believe it. They're just like, no, this is not real. This is like this is a story of fiction. This is like a new Netflix show that's coming out next year, right? This is the next, what the hell was the name of the show from last year that was the most popular one on Netflix? That was dark shit, the Korean one. They think it's this. Oh, it's the next thing like that, right? This can't be real because it's so fucked up and corrupted. But no, they believe it. Right, Squid Game. This is you're telling me about a new idea for a Netflix show like Squid Games, right? Like that's what this is. No, this is reality. This is what people do on the internet all day. They sit there, the Alex Jones, the other conspiracy theorists, they just sit there and they propagate this toxic shit in a circle until they pump themselves up to believe it. But then they don't actually tell anyone this is what they do. So people think they're okay, and then next thing you know, these are the fucked up people, man. You know, these are the people who need the help. They need it more than me, that's for sure. I've become much more well-adjusted in things over the last few years. You know, I'm mellow now. I don't really get angry about stuff anymore. You guys see, every once in a while, old Phil would have popped a gasket if his capture device broke. Would have been flipping out, throwing shit around. Now I'm like, we'll get through this. I'm chill, I'm calm. I know my viewers like me, That's what it's all about. But these people, they're the ones who need the help, man. Anyway,